Hey everyone, wanted to go over some new and interesting details that we have for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak on either your Nintendo Switch and on PC. And today what we're going to be going over, and I'm extremely happy to be able to talk about this again, is the developer campaign. This is something that the developers for both base Monster Hunter Rise and now Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak were taking to social media and simply providing us with screenshots of specific locations across all of the maps in base Monster Hunter Rise, and something that they are now going to begin to start doing for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, both the Citadel and the Jungle presumably, and maybe even the arenas provided here in Sunbreak, where they simply provide us with a screenshot and some developer details. Something along the lines of like new information that we simply didn't necessarily know about, that was done, or decisions provided in the development challenge, maybe some details that they wanted for players to be able to be aware of, something lore related, or anything along those lines. This is a series that started very early on with the launch of base Monster Hunter Rise. They showcased plenty of details. I covered just about every single image that they provided us with, and eventually they ended up covering all of the stuff for base Rise. And we waited months now until finally Sunbreak is now getting its spot in the sunlight. And of course, more importantly, we're going to start learning more details for the Citadel, the Jungle, and hopefully the brand new arenas as well. So we have two pictures to go over, a couple of developer details as well regarding that as well. And the very first one reads as follows, as they of course attached an image alongside that. They mention, what kind of place is the Citadel? This is a location that plenty of people want to know more about. In fact, some of the detailed settings in the castle is the spears themselves, which have been used in ancient battles all across the land and provided for good self-defense. So of course, not only did they give us details regarding what was happening in the Citadel while it was still active, but more importantly, the castle itself that now, of course, Malzeno has made its home. Of course, they attach an image alongside that as they showcase a hunter riding on a palamute, and of course, the palico alongside that, right across the entrance. Of course, you get off the boat and then you ride up that big entrance road on the middle of the map, making your way upwards to the icy areas, but of course to the right for you to be able to go see the Citadel. So I do personally love the way that they kind of shaped up this map. On the left side you have the jungle, on the right side you have the Citadel, on the north side you have the icy areas. So it's certainly very different from most of the other maps. According to the second image that they went ahead and provided us with, and of course they attached an image alongside that, it reads as follows. Lunagaron is a monster with a interesting werewolf motif. What we wanted to do here specifically in this area is showcase the moon overseeing him whenever he's asleep. But due to various reasons, what we ended up getting is the rising sun reflected on the screen. And in the bottom they mentioned that development is difficult. So what they are simply referencing to here is the fact that what you didn't necessarily know, probably never noticed, is the fact that the moon and the sun in this specific map, which of course you have the night and day cycle, they both cross the sky in different paths. You're never going to have them crossing the same path across like the day and night cycle. So specifically for this specific area, the day and night cycle was already preset is what they're referencing to here. And in this specific gap across the sky, or like this cave for where Lunagaron usually is housed in whenever he's sleeping, you'll not be able to see the moon cross that specific area. Instead, what they ended up getting, since it was already preset, was the sun essentially crossing across the sky. So there is something uniquely interesting there where they tried to get the moon to cross a specific area, but they ended up getting the sun instead, because the moon doesn't necessarily cross that side of the map. So it's interesting in that way. But that's about all the information that I have for you guys today regarding these interesting, what I personally find interesting, developer campaign details that they have provided us with. Of course, base Monster Hunter Rise went over, I believe, somewhere like 10 to 15 images across the entirety of each one of the maps. So hopefully now the Citadel, the Jungle, and of course the brand new arenas as well in Sunbreak are going to get that same type of love. And I'm certainly looking forward to see them talk a little bit more about hopefully the pillars and the church stand, if you will, that's kind of like grown over by Malzeno's power. There has been some lore details regarding that. The first time that we got to see Malzeno, it was one of the places that we got to see it. So hopefully more details are provided there regarding that. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up. And as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.